Good morning, distinguished guests, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Emily Hunter, and I'm the principal here at Arlington Elementary Middle School and the mistress of ceremonies for this morning's program. On behalf of Colgate Palmolive Company, our host today, I ask that you please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great job. You may be seated. Our students and I are thrilled to be a part of today's Bright Smiles, Bright Futures 25th anniversary celebration. And everybody loves a good celebration. We also love seeing big, bright smiles. The students practice those big, bright smiles on Friday with me. I see them every morning. I see them in the afternoon. Our students are happy, they're healthy, and they're glad to be at Arlington. Smiling is something all of them do very well, so I'm sure that they're going to be very interested in finding out what they should be doing to keep their smiles happy and healthy. As a parent and an educator, it means a great deal to me that Colgate Bright Smiles, Bright Futures is reaching out to our students in underserved communities. Several years ago, here in Baltimore, we lost a child to complications from tooth decay. We've all been working very hard to make sure that tragedy is never repeated. Having the Bright Smiles, Bright Futures van here in Baltimore, screening our children and teaching them and their families how to take proper care of their teeth and gums is helping to make a difference. We commend you for the work you are doing here and with your community partners across the United States. Thank you. This morning, I would like to introduce you to Dr. Marsha Butler, Vice President of Global Oral Health and Professional Relations for Colgate. Dr. Butler played a very important role in Colgate's establishing the Bright Smiles, Bright Futures program. As a dentist, she knows how important healthy teeth and gums are to a child's development, and she travels the world teaching children and their families good dental habits. Boys and girls, let's give Dr. Butler a great round of applause.
So, good morning. Let's try that one more time. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
Thank you. That's so much better. I want to thank you all for having us here today. Last night, I was at the hotel that's near Camden Yards, the home of the Baltimore Orioles. And today, I get to see Steve Smith Sr. Ooh. And as a sports fan, I'm really very excited about both of these things. And what I'm really looking forward to today is celebrating Bright Smiles, Bright Futures 25th anniversary with all of you. So thank you for being here. So, girls and boys, I have a couple of questions for you. Who can tell me some of the things that you do to try and keep yourself healthy? Can you raise your hand? Anybody that might know? Okay, right here in the front, the young man right here in the front. Can you tell me? Something to keep you healthy. Eat healthy foods. Okay, thank you. And right here, the young man right there. Can you tell me something? Exercise. Excellent, excellent. And the young lady right there with your hand up. Brush your teeth. Oh my God, thank you. That's wonderful, because that's what I love to hear as a dentist. So I'm going to ask you another question. Why is it important to be healthy? Can anyone tell me? Right here in the front. Okay, right here in the front, the young lady with the, right there. You, yes. Can you guys repeat that for me? Okay, well, we're on brush your teeth, so I'll stick with that. You know, brushing your teeth and gums twice a day with a fluoride toothpaste for 2 minutes. So repeat that after me. Twice a day with a fluoride toothpaste for 2 minutes. Excellent, excellent. And you also want to floss your teeth and eat healthy. All those things are good for you. And seeing your oral health professional is also good for you. It keeps you healthy. And that's because if you have good oral health, it's an important part of your overall health. So left untreated, tooth decay can have a negative impact on a child's growth, their function, their self-esteem, and their overall quality of life. When Bright Smiles, Bright Futures was initiated in 1991, we started with 2 dental vans, one in Philadelphia and one in Oakland, California. And today we have 9 mobile dental vans that travel to more than 1,000 cities and towns around the U.S. That first year, we reached 25,000 children. We thought that was a lot of children. Today, with communities around the country, we reach millions. And in fact, our van program, the educational curriculum, and other outreach efforts today, Bright Smiles, Bright Futures reaches over 850 million children in more than 80 countries. And today we're here to celebrate Bright Smiles, Bright Futures, its partners, the work that we've been doing together, but we also know that there's more to do. We'll continue screening children, continue teaching them how to take care of their teeth and gums, continuing visiting communities like yours, because your health, your smiles, your future matter to us. And we want all of them to be bright. So thank you for helping us out today. Take care of your teeth and gums, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Butler. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Dr. Butler mentioned that Baltimore Ravens star Steve Smith Sr. will be here with us today. But another very distinguished guest has honored us with her presence this morning. At this time, I ask that you please welcome the Honorable Stephanie Rawlings-Blake, Mayor of the City of Baltimore.
Thank you so much, Principal Hunter. Well, it's hard to top when you have a Ravens player, so I'm just grateful for the applause that I was able to get this morning. I know how much we love our sports teams here in Baltimore. Who loves our Orioles? I gotta hear some noise. I mentioned the Orioles. All right, we need y'all to double that tomorrow for this, so we can make sure that we can make it into the real playoffs, not the wild card. We need to make it to the World Series. Who wants the O's to go to the World Series this year? Wouldn't that be fantastic? All right, now, I have another question for you. Who loves our Ravens? We have a great start to the season. It didn't go the way we wanted it to yesterday, but we have to take the good with the bad and keep supporting our Ravens, right? So I'm very pleased that Steve Smith Sr. is here today to spend some time with you. We are here to celebrate 25 years of Colgate Bright Smiles, Bright Futures, and their consistent work bringing healthy habits and good education about oral health into our communities across the country. The number one issue among children is dental health and tooth decay. And it's very common that young people between the ages of 5 and 17 years old have to have a challenge with making sure that they have good clean teeth and good brushing habits, right? So who in here is between the age of 5 and 17? Y'all are so quiet. Your principal has been working with y'all. I love it. Let me hear. If you're in between the ages of 5 and 17, let me hear you make some noise. See, that's what, Principal Hunter, I apologize in advance. I like a little rowdy this morning. We need a little rowdy this morning. So, who between the ages of 5 and 17 years old understands the importance of brushing every single day? There is nothing more beautiful than a brilliant student with brilliant white teeth, because white teeth are healthy teeth, and I'm so glad to be here with you to celebrate this work. About 51 million school hours are lost every year because of preventable issues, and many of them come from the oral health and the hygiene, the brushing habits that we're talking about. And we don't want you to miss one day of school, because if you're in the ages of 5 and 17 and you love your school, let me hear you make some noise. Good. So we don't want you to miss 1 minute of school, and we want to make sure that you do everything that you can to stay healthy. So I want to thank our partners at Colgate for making this a priority in our community, making it a priority and also making it fun. We have so much to do, and you'll figure this out when you're a grown-up, so much that you have to do every single day, and you don't like half of it. So when you make something that you have to do fun, like brushing your teeth in the way Colgate has, I just have to say thank you. So today, Colgate has served more than 200 million children, providing free dental care, traveling over 1,000 cities and towns each year, and I'm proud that Baltimore is one of their mainstays in the program. Last year, in April, we launched Colgate Bright Smiles, Bright Futures with the dental vans in East Baltimore. Now we're in Northwest Baltimore, making it happen. So, to show my appreciation, and I hope it's up here. Is it up here? Do I have my... Yeah. Thank you very much. I might ask Madam Comptroller if you could join me just so we could... I want to show the city's appreciation and thank you to Colgate Palmolive and the Bright Smiles, Bright Futures. I have a proclamation that I have on behalf of the city, and I'm very pleased to be joined here by our city comptroller, Ms. Joan Pratt. Can we make some noise for Joan Pratt? I love it. So we have this proclamation to you today, designating October 3rd, 2016, as Colgate Bright Smiles, Bright Futures Day in Baltimore, celebration of the 25th anniversary. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We're delighted to have you here again at our school. You're welcome back anytime. Also joining us today is Dr. Leanna Wynn, the Health Commissioner for the City of Baltimore. Dr. Wynn, would you like to say a few words?
Good morning, everyone. Wow, that was amazing. Now I want to see, if I say good morning, can you show me your pearly whites? Good morning. Wow, I see all those wonderful bright smiles, bright teeth that are there. This is fantastic. I'm so glad to be here now to celebrate 25 years and now a year and a half in Baltimore City. So let me ask you all a question. You guys were so great with raising your hands earlier and answering questions for Dr. Butler. I want to ask you a question. Won't you raise your hands if any of you have ever had tooth pain? Have any of you ever had tooth pain? Ooh, that's a lot of people. Okay, how about, have any of you ever had any kind of pain? Like a headache, knee pain, you fell down, ankles? The adults maybe should also have pain. All right. So you all know, for any of you who've had pain, you know that when you have pain, it's hard to focus. right? It's hard to focus on learning if you have a tooth pain. It's hard to focus on class if you have a stomach pain. And that's the reason why so many of you had said, when Dr. Butler asked, why do you need to be healthy? You said why? Well, you talked about brushing your teeth because that's important. But really, it's important to stay healthy because it's not just about the body from here on. It's also about your mouth. It's about your gums. It's about your teeth. Because we have to prevent infection. And really, because if you're in pain, you're not going to be able to do anything else. Now, I want to give you one number, all right? So the one number from our Centers for Disease Control is that 2 out of every 5 of our children will have tooth or gum problems. And that's why we say it's so important for us to stop the small pains before they become big problems. Now, I know that Dr. Butler asked you this before. How many times should you be brushing your teeth? Can anyone tell me? Is it once a day? No. Is it 10 times a day? No. How many times? 2 times a day you should be brushing your teeth, right? Is that right, Dr. Butler? All right. And how long? At least 2 times a day. So maybe you could be doing 10 times, but that seems like a lot of times. 2 times, at least 2 times. Okay, and for how long do you need to brush your teeth every time? 2 minutes, Dr. Butler, is that right? 2 minutes, all right, at least 2 times a day for 2 minutes at a time. Now, I think it's important, and I just want to end with this, to thank Colgate and Palmolive for bringing the service to Baltimore, because now we're able to, through their hard work, to be able to bring the services right to you and your school so that students don't have to miss school, which is probably important, as our principal can tell us, and also so that our parents and caregivers do not have to miss work. And I know that there will be many children who are smiling because of your efforts. So I wish to thank our mayor, Mayor Rawlings-Blake, thank Madam Comptroller Joan Pratt, and thank our amazing partners here at Colgate Palmolive for all their amazing work. Thank you so much. Our cities thank you, our kids thank you, and our families thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nguyen. There are also a few. First, I'm going to introduce Hassan Charles, who is the Executive Director of Engagement for City Schools.
Thank you, Principal Hunter. Good morning. All right, so I'm going to be really quick. As the Executive Director of Engagement, I oversee lots of volunteers and partnerships, literally thousands of partnerships for the school system. And I have to say there are 3 things that we look for in partners. A, passion. B, consistency. 3, commitment. And these are 3 values that have been embodied by all of the partners here on the stage, and all in support of our youngest, folks here. So I just want to take a moment to publicly thank Colgate Palmolive, and not only Dr. Butler, but all of the members of staff who are here with us in Baltimore today. Thank you for all the phenomenal work that you've been doing, not just in this community, but for 25 years in communities all across the country. Certainly, I'd like to thank Mayor Rawlings-Blake and Dr. Nguyen and Ms. Pratt for your ongoing commitment to young people here in the city. It is very much so appreciated, and we thank you for your time and for your effort. And then finally, I cannot imagine a better place for us to make this announcement than today here at Arlington. I want to give a big shout out to Principal Hunter for her ongoing work and effort. And I want to give a shout out to you all, my young people. Give yourselves a hand for everything that you do. Passion, consistency, commitment. That's what makes champions. That's what's going to make you all successful in life. It's going to make, folks like Steve Smith, an all-pro receiver that you're going to hear from today. I just want you to commit yourselves to that work inside the classroom and also to the healthy habits outside the classroom that will keep you here every day and succeeding. Good luck on a fantastic school year. Thank you all. We love you.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. On behalf of Colgate, I would also like to recognize the following individuals and organizations. Please stand when I call your name. Dr. Nguyen, the Department of Health Director. Gwendolyn Lindsay, the Continental Society's Baltimore chapter. Hassan Charles, the Executive Director of School Community Family Involvement. Joan Pratt, Baltimore City Comptroller. Keith Scroggins, COO of City Schools. Mayor Stephanie Rawlings-Blake, Baltimore City Mayor. Pastor Yuri, Douglas Memorial Community Church. Lavette Henderson, National Dental Association. Dr. Winifred Booker, Maryland Dental Association. Dr. Marsha Butler. Christine Davenport from the Continentals, and Alice Cole, Lynx President, Patapsco River Chapter of the Lynx Incorporated. All right, boys and girls, it's time for our special guest. Are you ready? Let's try that. Now I am actually allowing you to make some noise. Are you ready? That's my boys and girls. Steve Smith Sr. is an all-pro wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens, a 5-time pro selection. Smith leads the NFL in catches, receiving yards, and touchdowns. He is an alumni of the University of Utah and was drafted in 2001 by the Carolina Panthers. After 13 seasons with the Panthers, in March 2014, Steve Smith Sr. signed with the Baltimore Ravens. The following season, he was ranked as one of the top 100 players of the year. Giving back to the community, he has always been important Giving back to the community has always been important to Smith and his wife Angie, and the family is active with a number of charities. In 2013, they established the Steve Smith Family Foundation, a nonprofit organization that focuses on, among other things, supporting the needs of disadvantaged children who lack affordable access to services. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please say hello to Mr. Steve Smith Sr. Louder, louder.
Good morning. How we doing? Sorry about the loss yesterday. It was close. Well, I'd like to begin in thanking Colgate Bright Smiles and Bright Futures for inviting me today into this celebration. This is the second time that I've had the opportunity and the privilege to be involved in this. 9 years ago, they allowed me to be a part of this in Charlotte, North Carolina, but I'm extremely excited today to be here in Baltimore. It's a great city, a great fan base, and obviously by the turnout, it's great kids. Bright Smiles and Bright Future is making sure that kids have the opportunity to be screened and understanding that tooth decay and what it can do. I was told by someone that 51 million hours has been lost of school because of tooth decay. And I'd like to also say that I didn't have the privilege of having dental access, so I was not allowed to go to the dentist until I was 21 years old. And I'll share this with you, but unfortunately, because of that, I had 13 cavities. Yes, 13. And that was about 7 visits to the dentist at 21 years old. So 1, I was embarrassed, and 2, I didn't have the opportunity. So I love the fact that Colgate and Bright Smiles is giving kids like you, and also bigger kids like me, the opportunity to learn about teeth decay and all the things. Yes, I said 13 cavities, just in case you were wondering. But I also like to thank everybody that's involved, and I also hear that you guys are having a celebration today. Is that true?
the celebration where you get to do music, games, and activities. Yes. And so right now, I'm going to ask you to help me celebrate by showing me everyone a bright, healthy smile. And Dr. Butler is going to give you instructions on how we can go and count down to show off these great smiles. And also, there'll be other activities, Miami, Houston, and New York, where you can show up. So right now, pay attention to the instructions and let's get ready to show them how we do it in Baltimore. Dr. Butler?
Thanks, Steve. And I'm going to turn that over to Miss Hunter, who knows what she needs to do to make this happen.
All right, everyone. As part of our 25th anniversary celebration, we're going to ask you to take part in the card stunt activity. Are you all ready? 2, 1, cards on your head. Keep them still. Cards on your head. Come